Just congratulations to the Brewers. It's a very good baseball team and a team that, that deserves and earned their way for the right to play, go to the World Series. So that's a good baseball team. I mean, I'm disappointed. I'm sad. I think this team did a lot to honor the Chicago Cub uniform. And in the big picture, that's how I feel. But I'm like, what did we do wrong tonight? That's kind of what you're stuck on. And why couldn't we get anything going? So it's hard to get past that right now. Yeah, I mean, we had 6 base runners tonight. So if you take Seiya's homer and then those 2, that's half of our base runners. So that was the inning, and that was the inning with the middle of the lineup up. Ashby made a pretty darn good pitch, 3-2 to Tucker. Right, it looked like a right down and away on the corner. It was a nasty pitch. Seiya had a good at bat against Patrick for sure. Had good at bats all night. Seiya did, and then they're kind of they got out of it essentially. They had a chance to get out of it. But that, I agree. I mean, that's really the only inning you could talk about. We just didn't do much. We had 6 base runners. You're going to have to hit homers to have any runs scoring in scenarios like that. So they pitched very well. I mean, they pitched super well, and we didn't. The only inning that we really disrupted maybe the plan was the 6th, but they just the rest of the game they did a heck of a job. I mean, in general, we pitched well. I think if you'd have told me we gave up 3 runs going into tonight, you probably have to say, yep, we pitched well with kind of running a full bullpen game. I would have been happy with that. When you give up the runs, you can say what if, but they hit some pitches. Maybe Collins' pitch to Andrew Vaughn probably wanted that one back, but Pomerantz's pitch was a pretty darn good pitch. And the guys did their job. I mean, it didn't really go necessarily the way that I thought it was going to go, but we did a nice job, and the guys pieced it together. We won 92 games this year. You'll take that every single year. I think every team would. The playoffs are a different animal. It's completely different than the season. Totally different. So, ultimately, the reason why you want to win 92 games is because you want to play in a World Series and win a World Series. And we should have those expectations. We should have them every year. That's why when you say you win 90 games, because you got a chance to win the World Series if you do that. When you don't do it, it's disappointing. It's the 5 games we played at Wrigley Field in the playoffs is kind of tells you what about that means so much to it. And I think it meant so much to our players to do that, to provide that for our fans. We didn't get it done today, and that hurts, man. It doesn't feel good.